What's going on, everybody? Today I'm delving into the world of brisket. So I found this huge brisket at the store. It's not a full brisket. All right, I'm not ready to do a full brisket yet. All right, I need to start with a flat. But I was thinking that there'd be some bigger flats than this. This thing's not even 3 pounds. I was hoping for at least a 5 or 6 pounder, but it's all I had. There was only 2 of them there, and this was the biggest of the 2. So it's not going to be nearly as long of a cook as I thought it would be. But I think it'll still be good. This will be plenty of meat, and I'm looking forward to cooking it. So let's go ahead and get the meat ready. Oops. All right, let me just cut this thing up. You can see how small my cutting board is, so that is not going to work. I need to get a bigger cutting board, so I'm just going to use a Santa Claus themed charger for now, just to do some trimming. First, let me get it out of the wrapper, and I'll wash it off and pat it dry. All right, I got it cleaned off, pat dry. You can see the fat cap here. I don't think I really need to take any off of this. It looks like it's not too thick. It looks like there's some thick fat right here. I'm gonna spare you the horror of watching me try to trim the fat off of this brisket. I really had no idea what I was doing, and it just was painful to watch. Plus, I hate the lighting in this clip, and I just want to get past it. All right? Man, look at this guy. He don't know what he's doing. I'll go ahead and finish this up, and I'll come back to you. All right, here we go. I got the fat the best I could trimmed off with the silver skin. I'm guessing that's what that's called. I'm just gonna try to remember that this long piece here across from this little short piece is gonna be across the grain. So that's where I'll slice it when I get done cooking it. All right, so let's get some seasoning on this. I've just got I had some SPG that I made and put in this canister. It's an old garlic canister. I had a little bit left, but what I did was I just added some more salt and pepper to it. So I'm going to use this. I'm just going to sprinkle it all over, but I guess first I'll put a little bit of Lee and Perrins. Yeah, I think the problem is the sun shining on the countertop, messing up the exposure in the camera. So mental note, never make this shot again. Here I am just putting some binder on and putting some rub. So I'm using my WSM 14.5. Let's go get it set up. I may not need this much, probably won't, but just in case. Looks like the coals are burning now. The lighter cube's burned out. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the smoker together and let it start to climb. Got all the vents open on the bottom. Got the water pan. I'm not going to use water today. All right. Well, I meant to buy some hickory at the store, and I forgot again. So I'm going to have to use pecan again. So I'll put a few chunks in there. And, oh yeah, it fits. All right, let's go ahead and put the meat on. Let's get the top back on, and probably check in a couple hours. I forgot to put a probe in on video, so I just put one in a second ago. You can see internal of the Brisket 51. I'll check back with you. All right, it's been about 20 minutes, and I've got the temperature is settled around 270, 272. Which is fine. I didn't want to go over 275 really. So internal of the brisket's already at 88, but I've got one vent on the bottom completely closed, the other 2 barely cracked open, and I've got the top one pretty cracked. If you can hear me talking over my kids. Right, it's been 2 hours. It's 12 o'clock right now. Internal on the brisket is 152, and internal on the pit is 268. It's been hovering in the 60s, all the way from the low 60s to the upper 60s. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. Yeah, that looks really, really good. That is looking good. We'll go ahead and put the top back on, and we'll just keep on cooking it. All right, I believe this thing is stalled. Oh, it just jumped from 156 to 157. It's been at 156 internal for like 30 minutes now. And it's taken an hour to go from 152 just to 157. So I think it's stalled. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it so that I can finish it off and then have time to let it sit for a couple hours. So we'll go ahead and take care of that now. Where's my stuff at? Got some apple cider vinegar here. I'm just gonna put some moisture into the bag. Let's see what we got. It's 154 on the brisket. So now I guess it's just a waiting game to get to, what, around 200 degrees maybe, I think? At which point I can try to probe it for tenderness. I guess we'll see when we get there, right? All right, I'll check back with you. Just an update, it's been another 30 minutes since I wrapped the brisket, and it's already up to 179 internal. The smoker's also gone a little hotter. It's running 280. I think that's because it's in full sun, and that's just affecting the inside. So I've got the vents so closed, I don't really want to close them anymore and let the charcoal go out. I don't know if it would go out or not. But you can see I'm also preparing the Weber kettle to try some baked beans again. If you saw my pulled pork video, I tried baked beans. They were a little bit too thick, although they were good. So I'm going to try to make them a little more liquid in them. I'm adding some onions and bell peppers and stuff. So anyway, check back with you. All right, it's 203 inside right now. So let's go ahead and probe it. Feels pretty. Might be a little bit of resistance. So I think I'll let it cook just a little bit longer. All right, well, I didn't let it cook too much longer because, I mean, it's already reading 204 on the inside. And now it jumped up to 205, so I really don't want to overdo it. I really don't know what to do, honestly. I mean, this is my first time doing any part of a brisket. So I think I'm going to just go ahead and take it off. I need to get a table or something, right? Be careful. And I'm going to put it in the cooler and let it sit for probably 3 hours. I mean, it's only like almost 2 o'clock. I'm gonna let it sit for a good 3 hours in the cooler. Go ahead and wrap it in a couple of towels. We'll put it in the cooler. Oh yeah. Right, it's a moment of truth. See what this thing looks like. Still feels really hot. It's been sitting in there for 3 hours. It's 5 o'clock now. Let's take a look at this thing. Let me get the camera in here close. I have no idea what this thing's gonna look like, or taste like. Ooh, it's hot. Oh yeah, look at all that juice. Look at all that juice. I didn't know it was gonna be that much juice. That's looking good right there. Yeah, there we go. I don't really know what to do with that juice. Now remember I said that the cross grain was going this way. I need to cut off at this end. So, put this around this way. Be easier, I think. Yeah, the bark is not like hard or anything. It's kind of soft. I don't know, it's not feeling like super tender as I'm cutting through it. I'm not really sure what it's supposed to feel like, but I don't really see much smoke ring at all either. It's definitely still hot, even after 3 hours. All right, so what's the test people do? I got a feeling. Oh, it's not even tender. Not even tender. You know, what can I say? You know, it's my first one, you know. I guess it needed to cook for longer, I guess. That one's, I don't know what I would have done wrong. Yeah, I can tell it's not as tender as it should be. You know, that should be hanging over that knife all the way down. You know, oh well. It is what it is. I mean, I'll have to do some more research and try again. Let me go ahead and get a taste of it, I guess. But it still tastes good, but it could definitely be a lot tender, more tender. I don't know what to say. It's my first time. I figured I'd have some issues, but I really didn't know what to expect. I mean, it's still supper tonight. I mean, I'm glad I tried it, but if you got any comments on something I did wrong that you saw I did wrong, please leave a comment. Constructive criticism to let me know what I did wrong and what I can do better next time. I appreciate you watching a video of a guy, a newbie who's never cooked a brisket before. But anyway, thanks for watching. I guess I gotta get the baked beans out that I made, and then we can have supper. I'll talk to you later. Bye. I'm just coming back here. I want to say this piece ain't so bad. Look at it. It's hanging over my finger like it's pretty good. So it's, I don't know. I don't know what's different about that side than the other side. Maybe the other side just, it could be that it's just cheap brisket. It's not like prime or whatever. I don't know what it is. I got it from Walmart.